The Newsline.
Hello and welcome back to Newsline, brought to you by People's TV. In today's news commentary, we turn our focus to the University Corridor, an academic program organized by the Italian government. This initiative allows researchers and university students to enroll in select Italian universities to advance their research and academic qualifications. Participants will be guided to specific universities, where they can pursue their studies in either Italian or English. Antonio Tajani, Italy's foreign minister, told the media that these students, once qualified, will be equipped to help rebuild the future sovereign nation of Palestine. As part of this initiative, the opportunity has been extended to many residents of Gaza, as well as those living in Judea and Samaria, commonly referred to as the West Bank. A significant number of students have already arrived in Italy under this program. By October 25, approximately 50 students had reached Italy, traveling from Gaza to Jordan before boarding a flight from Amman to Rome. Italy's foreign minister emphasized that the students were granted this opportunity on the condition that they return to Gaza upon completing their studies. However, reports indicate that each student will undergo individual vetting, with authorities deciding who may remain in Italy and who must return to their place of origin. Video footage shows a group of researchers and university students flying to Rome and being warmly welcomed at the airport upon arrival. So far, international media have not reported on Israel's response to this development. It is important to note, however, that Israel has granted the students permission to leave the Gaza Strip, as exit approval from Israeli authorities is required for Gazans and residents of the West Bank. Israel has previously allowed Gazans to travel abroad not only for education but also to receive medical care and treatments. Foreign media outlets report that hundreds of thousands of Gazans are eager to leave the Gaza Strip if Hamas lays down its arms and surrenders. As a result, many Gazans face little hesitation in leaving their homeland. However, this significant development poses challenges for Italy, which is receiving Gazans without a structured regulatory framework or a systematic refugee program. The consequences of such lax policies are already visible in Italy and across Europe, highlighting the need for more organized approaches to migration and humanitarian management. Nevertheless, it can be assumed that Italy is following a reliable protocol regarding immigrants. The country has already taken steps such as banning the burqa, regulating Islamic places of worship, auditing sources of revenue, and imposing fines when laws are violated, measures aimed at curbing the rise of Islamic extremism. It is crucial that students arriving from Middle Eastern nations on a scholarship basis are thoroughly vetted and guided through necessary regulations to prevent potential misuse of the opportunities provided. The situation in countries like Denmark highlights the risks of inadequate oversight. However, if education can play a role in steering Gazans away from terrorist influence and extremist ideologies, such efforts should be regarded as commendable and praiseworthy. These students carry the responsibility of ensuring that the Italian government does not regret granting them this opportunity, regardless of the warm reception they received upon arrival. Historically, some refugees from Palestine and other Arab nations have misused similar opportunities, exploiting the host countries. It is therefore essential that these students set a positive example, so future recipients can benefit from similar programs, integrate into civil society, and distance themselves from the violent ideologies instilled from an early age. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, and facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.